Welcome y'all to another Skip Barber race here at Zandvoort. This will be race number 3 this week. I kinda got in my own head, and then someone ran into the back of me last race. Which, while they shouldn't run into me, was still just as much my fault because I overslowed down for one of the turns. And, well, it didn't end too well for us. We are in the top split this time. We were not last time. Last race, though, there was a pretty fierce competition. I wasn't even, top of the bottom split either. I was 3rd or 4th. And had I kept it together, that's exactly where I would have finished, too. Considering I probably wouldn't have done this race if that one had ended well, I'm glad I'm doing this one, because top split. So hopefully we can get a decent finish. The goal is to try to get our button gear and not take until, the last lap or two to finally get our pace going.
Green, green, green.
It doesn't have to be a great pace from the get-go. However, a decent pace would still be nice.
Stay on the right. Clear on the left.
Yeah, I see the Fruit Loops car.
Right side. Clear.
We have another person trying to be a lap 1 hero. Trying to be the best sandwich they can be, as what happens. Which, on this track, it's a little bit more, I think, acceptable to me. Or at least I can understand for trying to push a little bit harder here. Due to the way
Clear.
this track is and how hard it is to pass. Yeah, current track temps are 96. Just be the first race we have today that actually has a decent temperature for us and is not bone chilling cold.
Almost tagged you there, Victor.
Yeah, I counted it out too much. Way more than I needed to. I didn't see what the person behind me, what time they qualled with. So I'm not sure if I should be pulling away or not. But I think them and the person behind them are having a good little race. Which is good for us. And I hope they have a great race between each other. While we hopefully settle down and start running an actual good race. So after watching the people in front of me, I realize I'm pinching that turn way too much. I'm not getting over enough. And I need to try to late apex this turn. Wow. Definitely opened up a gap between us and the people behind us. So did the people in front of us. There we go. Oh yeah, I think I figured out that turn last race. It's just a nice, smooth, slow turn in.
Minute 56.653. You got 10 laps to go.
Ah,
Late.
got a little overexcited there on that turn, thinking we saved it and pulled it off. And we had done both of those things. Then we should have waited to get on the gas, or at least rolled on instead of just going, yeah, go, go, go. Gas pedals are digital, right? On or off. Single bit. And again, roll down there, which I keep struggling to remember to do. Yeah, we didn't need to mountain climb so much. Was our last lap 156? Okay. So we're not doing terrible. We got our best lap down to a 156.5. I'm sorry, 156.6.5. And at 96 degrees, I would expect to be able to easily do those. Honestly, I would expect to be able to do 55s. Yeah, I don't want to push that turn. Because if you end up in the dirt while turning that hard, it does not end well for you.
2, 7.
Drifting that turn is not going to help us. So I know Philip was a ways back, I think. But he is coming up out of the... just screaming on up. Darn it. So I'm wondering, I think I overturned there, which is why it didn't finally bite. I know I keep talking about that. That just seems like the biggest thing that, I am both focusing on and having the most results with. So now everything is that problem. Yeah, I think we're going to lose fifth. Especially doing that. Did not get into the right position. So considering all of that he's gained so far has been all my screw-ups, I am now very curious to know if we can actually stay ahead of him.
7.442.
And I think we might, as long as we stop making all these stupid mistakes. So I essentially gave up. It looked like all the time I had given up and lost in that lap, according to the Delta, was the time he had gained. Except while I'm doing better right now, I don't see us pulling away. But we will have to see. Because I don't really see him gaining much on us so far. Not too happy with that. Yeah, so we gained a little bit there. Oh, crap.
7.
Hopefully this person is cool and lets me get by. Or goes fast enough that it won't be a problem. I'm okay with either. That was better. Getting out a little bit further definitely seems to help a bit. A little too much curb there. This unfortunately is going to put us in a bad place to try to pass him. Or maybe not. But now would be a good time for him to let me by. But I don't think that's going to happen.
1 minute 55.903. The car on your left. Clear. The car right. Keep to the left.
Okay. That was interesting. I don't know what if his goal was to go wide there and let us by or what. Or if he was afraid we're about to dive bomb him. And I don't see our friend behind us. Kind of curious if this guy's trying to use us as a draft or what. Think we got it that time? Nope. Almost had it. I think because of that flub, he's going to catch back up a little bit here.
6.935. You've got 5 laps to go.
It's funny for me to think about how hard that carousel there was when I first got here. Or when I first got onto this track. Not happy with that turn. So one thing I want to try there is braking a wee bit later. Didn't mean to do that there. Because I think I can then carry more speed through that turn by using trail braking to actually help rotate the car instead of just braking. It was something I thought about while waiting for the qual session to end on this go-round. Darn it. Screwed up. Lost focus.
1 minute,
Missed my brake point.
0.706.
Screwed up there too. Alright, now we just need to get it together. So I think we just screwed our rhythm. Completely and totally. And unfortunately, because this guy is in the draft, he is now gonna be very impatient to want to pass us. And it's gonna suck. Even though he didn't pass us on the straight, so I don't know. Darn it. Messed that up again. I think I'm turning in too quickly.
6.618.
Again, got to get out of our own head. Put some laps down because we only have 3 left. Or at this point, probably 2.5. Actually, I don't know. I don't think we're at the halfway point on this yet. Keep screwing that turn up. And that one. Really screwed that one up. If I could just break this guy's draft, I would be gone. I need to stop worrying about him so much and just drive. Yeah, there we go. That was better. Fortunately, he's still within draft range.
1 minute 56.786.
Alright, come on. Let's just focus and get done. Get it done.
My screen keeps going out there.
Not get ourselves done. Not what needs to happen.
That might make it a little hard to drive. Yeah, especially in that corner.
Better, but we're still pulling him along. Or we're holding him up, one of the two. Not sure which yet. Considering we pulled way away from him, I'm going to say we're pulling him along. Earlier, we made all those mistakes. Turned too quickly. Which means we hit the apex too early. Well, we got into the turn before the apex. I think I should rephrase that. We were planting crops in that turn. Don't push so hard that we die in a fire, because that won't be any good. Definitely want to try to avoid that. That was interesting. Okay, not sure what happened there. How we suddenly got so far ahead of him. But it seemed like braking, waiting, and then shifting, or downshifting, worked out really well.
Good win, Victor.
I also really hate when I do that, when I pass someone, a person that's a lap down.
You too, Gary. Congratulations, Victor.
Then proceed to
Engage
sit in
the
front of them and not go fast, or I guess park it in front of them. Make me feel like a jackass.
Alright, there's the checkered flag.
That was a pretty good strength of field. We finished all right. We got 67 points, which is better than where we were. Not enough as I was hoping. Hopefully can do another race or two here and get better than that. Now, some interesting things to note. I should also add real quick that the guy that was a lap down, I don't know if he was trying to let us pass in that first turn, but that's definitely what he lifted into turn 2. He was doing us a favor and not trying to pass us, even though he probably should have later in the race when we couldn't get our act together. Thanks for that. And sorry for being a slow person there. It looked like what happened to the people behind us was on lap 1, doing that one turn, I slowed up a bit more than I guess everyone behind us was expecting, or I just didn't go as much as they were expecting. I don't know. Dude, 2 places behind us kind of slammed into the guy that was right behind us. going into that turn. I mean, it looked like he should have easily been able to prevent that. Not sure what happened since I can't see his inputs. And the guy behind us seemed to match our speed reasonably well until he got nailed. And then shortly after that, basically everyone started having this like really nice race going for him. I mean, it was like a four-way of people just fighting it out, which looked like a lot of fun. Till like a lap or two later, when they hit turn 1, and yeah, it didn't end well for him. Up until that point, it looked great. Really not happy with the lap times I was running there. I think I could have done better. With that, if you liked, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you have any questions, suggestions, feedback, or advice, drop it in the box below. Good luck in your races, and y'all take it easy.